Hey y'all. Well, it's been quite a couple or 3 days here. um, I'm kind of stunned at the warfare that's going on, and I have to tell you a funny because I had made a video and I put it up, and quite a few people saw it, and like 80 some people in the comments that were made, and I thought, oh no, I'm right in the middle of a big ugly mess, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be. And I watched Alan this morning, and he described it well. There's a darkness. There's a darkness. And I know that's where it's coming from. And yesterday, man, oh man, this head cold. I went for about 2 days. I could barely even see because it was running out of my eyes and my nose. And so the funny thing is, I went back somewhere and I had made the statement that I was not going to take sides, and there's a reason for that. Most of that is because I love all people concerned, and so I discovered that I was told that I would make a choice, that I had to choose. That I had to take sides. Seriously? So of course I was just blown away to begin with, and I went into mourning, and I thought, oh my goodness, I cannot believe this is happening. And then I thought, how dare you? And the reason I'm laughing is because after a whole day of just dark crying, took my video, made it private, because I was like, I don't want to do this. It's not right. Okay? I'm an old lady. And what's funny is that our enemy, he pulled an old trick out of his hat. I haven't had to choose sides in quite a few years. I grew up in a family that was like, you will take sides. And if I'm mad at them, you better be mad at them too, because if you're not mad at them too, then we're going to be mad at you. Seriously? I'm like, are we 12 years old? No, we're not. We're grown up. We're grown up, and we ain't playing that game. And we're not going to play that game. Makes my heart sad. Childish, prideful, arrogance. You will take sides? Oh my goodness. So even though I am better physically, I can almost think straight now. I realized I'm way behind. Oh, that's funny light. The sun's coming in and reflecting on the mirror. Look, it makes me look like I have a halo. I don't think so. Because I've not been thinking very very holy thoughts. I'm ready to put you over my knee and give you a good whopping, boy. Oh my goodness. It's not funny. It's not funny, really. And I apologize if I don't mean to offend. But I am here to say, don't force me to take sides. Because as it turns out, I'm not afraid. And I have the Ruach HaKodesh living in me that gives me a spirit of discernment. And so I will make the right choice. So, as it turns out, with this big old head cold making it hard to think, I realized, oh my goodness, I've got about 10 emails that I have not responded to. Please forgive me. Because all I can think is, I just want to lay down, close my eyes, and go to sleep, which is kind of what I've done. I think I went to bed at 6 o'clock last night. 6 p.m. and got up at, well, about 6 a.m. I think. That's when I remember seeing the clock. And got my coffee here. My daily coffee. It'll take me to about noon to drink it all. But anyway, eventually I started, it's funny, when I started making these videos, I thought it was going to be, and I was heading to the Rubber Tramp rally. That was what I had in my head that I was going to do, which is in Quartzsite. Well, what's funny is, when the thing happened with Phil on Christmas Eve, I drove by Quartzsite. I mean, right by it. I was like, oh, I don't want to go there. There's like a bazillion people. And everybody's like, oh, but you can be far away. Yeah, you can be far away, but you can't get far away from I-10. Oops, somebody texted me early in the morning. You can't get away from I-10. I hate hearing traffic. And I'm just kind of burnt out from the traffic. So I was like, I already knew I wasn't going to go. I already knew that once I got down here and it was so quiet and wonderful. But seeing Quartzsite, I was like, y'all go ahead. Y'all have a big old honking 10,000 people party. You don't need me. And not that I can't use some input and good advice on how to live tiny. Most of those people are living even tinier than me, because I want my pretties, and I want them kind of spread out, and I want my bag of wool close at hand, and I don't want to, this is as tiny as I want to be. So, which means I'm lugging around a trailer with me if I'm going any real good distance. So, anyway, the whole point of me putting up videos was, one, document this trip I was taking, this journey cross country that I did not want to make, and I thought it would be other people living like me. And it turned out, it just turned into something entirely different. Because Yahweh, he wanted it to be something different. So, surprise. And, but there are still those things. People are curious. My friend Diana, she's one always asking me questions and just trying to figure out, what am I doing in here? And so one of the things that I do is, when you're in the desert, you don't want to just drain your gray water. That's the water you wash your dishes in, or you know, just extra water that is not clean water, and it's not ugly black water, and I'm going to have to empty it. So I might just, when I feel better and up to it, I might film that, so y'all get to see that. And there's always the solar panel and the electricity issue, which electricity, not really, battery and solar panels, and what am I going to do next, and how can I have lights? I actually have on my lights, and that's, I think I've, oh, see, I turned them off. Can you, yeah, you can see a little bit of difference, but it's really this cool little thing. It was a kit. It was like $70. This is the battery, the inverter, and the charge controller all rolled into one, and it's got like a, it's not a very big solar panel. The solar panel is like that big, and it sits on a board, and let's see, where you plug it in here, and it charges the battery. And let's see, can you see the light come on? That means it's discharging. It's got a couple of other lights on there, lets you know when it's full and not. And see here, USB. I have discovered the way I use my phone, it will completely suck this down real easily. But I run lights on it, and I also run my little fan. Y'all might remember that from another video, this one. It's a muffin fan. It's got a USB port. And it's a lithium battery in here. So I'd love to have a separate one. But it's like $70. And I can get a big 100-watt solar panel with stuff. Not the battery, but I can get the solar watt panel for about $120. But I'm also going to have to get another battery. And it's so funny. I keep thinking, I need to do that for next winter. It's not the winter. I'm trying to prepare for the summer. And what I would like to have is a fan. Like a substantial, actually, not a muffin fan. I want wind, not a breeze. So anyway, and I've got time. I've got time to work that all out. And I just have to get my cold fixed. I am better today. And, oh, look at me. I'm up to 11 minutes of just rambling. But I want y'all to know I love you. I love you all. And I just think it's funny that Satan would pull out such an old trick to just throw me under, just throw me down, beat me up for a couple of days. And I was like, wait a minute, I recognize this game. I stopped playing this game a while back, and I'm not joining in again. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed my little writing this morning. I love Ruth. I've loved the story of Ruth since I was a little girl. And what's funny is after I watched it, I was like, wait a minute. I don't think, because I had put it in Google Docs and then made it for the video. And in the copy and paste, I think I might have missed some stuff. But I'm going to go back and look. But I thought, well, it is what it is. And y'all were new. I just wanted to put that out there for y'all. So anyway, I may take the other video and make it public again after I do this. But it's going to take me a while because now it's getting to be a long video. And I'm doing it on that video shop. And so thank you for all your prayers. Thank you for the emails. And I'm going to work on them now that I can see a little better. And try to respond to everybody. And I love y'all.